Good afternoon.
Please, could you introduce yourself to us? We know you are the Commissioner for Agriculture in Anambra State, but just for proper clarity, could you introduce yourself properly to us, sir?
Anambra is my name, Honorable Commissioner for Agriculture in Anambra.
Thank you very much, sir. Father, today is your day, so to say, because this is the flagging off of the farming season. And we have gone around, we have seen in Anambra and alcohol. Anambra is interested in agriculture just because the governor is interested, and you have done so much to put that interest in the hands of the people. Tell us, how has it been so far in agriculture in Anambra State?
Well, it's been success upon success upon success. From 2021, when His Excellency came in, he marshaled out a team of experts in the agricultural sector to devise and draw up a blueprint in agriculture. And we've been following that blueprint since 2014. It started with mapping out Anambra State on soil type basis to know the kind of crops that are adaptable in the various ecological zones of the state. After doing that, he introduced tractorization and tractorized free for charge so many hectares of land from the Anambra, and then started input distribution to small-scale holders in Anambra State. And then that has been our success story, with a very good extension support from the Ministry of Agriculture, supporting them with technical advice. Anambra has become one of the best states in the country in terms of high yield. We introduced high-yielding varieties of rice and cassava that has increased the production from a paltry 3-point-something metric tons per hectare to about 7.5 metric tons per hectare currently being experienced. And then we also started a second cropping season, the dry season, supporting them again with input and irrigation facilities. So you can now crop rice and other crops in the Anambra State on 2-season basis. And that has been the success story of Anambra State. Also, the MOU partnership with the big investors have also increased our productivity and placed Anambra on the map of high-yielding good producers in the country.
We are aware that since Abokodike became the governor of Anambra State, Anambra has been exporting some food crops, cash crop, vegetables outside the shores of Anambra State, outside the shores of Nigeria. Tell us, is that program still on, and how successful has it been?
Yeah, that program is still on, but not as we initiated it in 2016. In 2016, we started export of the first state to carry out an export of raw vegetable to UK and and Europe. But we witnessed some kind of challenges when we will have to undergo a lot of procedure at the airport in Lagos, leading to our vegetable losing consistency before going out. So we brought in reefer trucks, cold storage trucks to carry this thing. Still, they devised other means of delaying our product at the export point. So what Anambra State resulted in doing is to partner with foreign local investors who are carrying out investment exports. The Graphil does cold blast frozen vegetable export and other products. And then Tiger Fruit also do dried export of spices and shredded vegetable. So those are the partnership we are sustaining now until we go into the Anambra State export, a cargo export that will boost our raw product export into international markets.
Abokodike just said to us that this is going to be about the last flag off of the farming season under his tenure.
Yes.
That's really, really touching to hear that.
Yeah.
Knowing how much he has put into agricultural development in Anambra State.
Yes.
Now, for you also, going forward in agriculture, what is your hope? What is your developmental hope for Anambra State in agriculture?
Like I read in my address, there are some sustainability programs on ground which will help the next administration take off agriculture and run on the same pedestal or on a higher pedestal, because the cooperative grouping of Anambra State, well structured, they counter guarantee themselves so that whatever the cooperative are handling will retain its consistency and retain its drive. Also, the MOU partnership for big investors is also a very solid program that will make sure that whatever Kocharis is doing today, he will continue to do in future. We have a good database. We have a good database in the Ministry of Agriculture for all our farmers, so that we can reach our farmers at a click of a button. You know what each farmer is doing. You know what to supply to them, what are their needs. And then this input distribution helps us to reach to the farmers using our extension service, so that these are programs on ground that will sustain itself going forward.
There's one more question I'd like to ask, sir.
Yes.
Issue of access road to our farms. Anambra State is doing so much, but how far can we say?
Well, access road is a very difficult thing to really combat holistically. But we have donor agencies, the likes of ATASP, Agriculture and Transportation Support Program, doing a lot of rural access routes in the various hinterlands to offload agro produce from the hinterlands. IFAD value chain is also into development of clearing of land and access road. So those are the areas, and those programs are donor agencies which will retain after Akpokwe's tenure. It will continue, because once the donor agencies are on ground and the counterpart fund is being paid by the government in seat, those programs will continue. They will continue to put it in their work plan.
One great thing Akpokwe did to us is the Uba-Azuno syndrome.
Yes.
The Uba-Azuno should continue.
Uba-Azuno is something that came at a very critical time in our history, when COVID-19 wanted to shut down the whole country and the whole state. But because people were not going around, people were not moving around, we devised the fact of whatever space you have behind your back, in front, anywhere available, grow something. Tomatoes, cucumber, onions, any vegetable can grow, even on buckets, basins. You can grow fish, you can grow fingerlings, you can grow anything on small holder basis in your backyard in front. Remove your interlock, plant this thing, use buckets, plant them on balconies. That is Uba-Azuno for you.
Thank you very much, sir.
Thank you very much.
We hope that you have a greater experience and impact more in Anambra State as it concerns agriculture.
We'll continue to do our best when called upon.
Thank you very much.
Thank you very much.